guys, so right about the time that I finished up those burgers, those moose burgers, I decided, man, I better go to the grocery store, get some stuff for the week. And so I swung by the mailbox, and in the mailbox was this. Okay, the Gen 1 probes from ChefsTemp. I didn't even know they were coming today. So I would have waited. So what did I do? I went to the store and got a brisket and a tri-tip. So I'm firing this thing back up after I got it cooled all the way down. And we're getting ready for that. So we're about to find out how well these penetrate the insulated walls and how well they maintain the cook on a brisket overnight. I will probably wait until morning to do the tri-tip, but yeah, I'm gonna throw that brisket on probably 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. It is 6:30 right now, so I'm just getting this fire going and just gonna let it rock until it's ready to put in. Yeah, I will say that I'm running some oak lump and mesquite lump. I like to mix the two. I like the flavor of both. So that's what I'm running there. And I'm rubbing up the brisket and the tri-tip. Tri-tip's getting an SPG, and the brisket's gonna get some meat church holy cow, maybe a little gospel, but yeah, that's what we got when it'll go on, and I'm fired up about it, man. I can't wait to see what these probes do. All right, guys, points going in. Now she's running about 257. I had it set for 275, but now I bumped it down 225 because this is going to be an overnight cook. I got alarms set for it to notify me when it hits certain temperatures. So, but here we are. Get her buttoned up and let that thing go. And check them probes out. All right, let's check this cook and see how it's going. I've been watching on the app. It's been looking pretty good. Right now we're sitting at 223. If you notice, it's cycling through the temperatures at the bottom. So probe 2 is at 100, and then it's going to cycle through a couple of blank probes down there. Like I don't have a probe 3, and I don't have probe 4. There's probe 1 at 99. There's probe 2 at 100. So yeah, it's doing well. By the way, a little pro tip too on this is, it's dark outside. It's hard to read. If you just push the temperature button, then yeah, it lights right up. It won't stay forever because it won't drain the battery, but that's a way to see it. Again, that button is right there on the side. And it's bright enough. It looks way brighter on camera than it is in person. So yeah. All right, so on this screen you'll see that it's running at 210. Took me a minute, but I had forgotten I bumped it down to 210. It was at 225. Thought something was wrong, and then I realized, well, yeah, I bumped it down. So everything's good. This is a live screen, so you'll see it change to 119 here in a second on the probe 1. So yeah, this is what the app looks like when everything's connected. You'll see the S1 and the fan at the top, and you'll see the 2 probes down below. So there it goes to 119. The remaining time feature is way off. There's nowhere to enter the weight of the meat that you're cooking. That feature right there would help them calculate the time better. But it's a good feature to have. This app is still a work in progress, and they are taking suggestions on things. So yeah, I'm still fired up about it. All right, guys, let's take a look and see what we got right here. I bumped it up to 275 not too long ago. It's climbing to get there. Let's see where we're at. Ooh, yeah. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it and wrap it just to speed up the process a little bit. And let's get that tri-tip on. All right, we got it wrapped up. We got the old Gen 1 probes in the tri-tip and in the brisket point. And we're gonna let this thing ride. So far, guys, these probes have been flawless. I've been all over inside the house. I went and got the mail. Went to the store. I mean, I haven't lost a signal anywhere. Now I know that it's the Wi-Fi getting it to my phone, or you know, LTE, 5G, whatever. But the fact that I can monitor it from anywhere, you know, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, you couldn't do that with my other wired probes, and I could do it from here. Now, in truth, man, I hardly ever leave the house when I'm barbecuing, smoking, grilling, whatever. But you know, it takes a while to do a brisket, you know, so I might have to go places. So it is nice to be able to monitor, and you know, sometimes you got to keep the wife happy too. So yeah, it's been awesome so far. Just got the brisket you saw, just got it wrapped up. I put one probe in each now, and we're working on that tri-tip. We're gonna smoke it to about 110-ish, and then sear it up after that. So right here you'll see the 72 degrees. That's the tri-tip. The 180 down at the bottom is the brisket. So the app told me to pull it off about 108-ish. And if you've noticed, it's carried over to 113, just sitting here on the side. So I didn't. I left it on until it was 110. Yeah, I probably should have pulled it. You know, it carried over a little bit. So, you know, I'm still not done cooking it, so I wasn't that concerned about it. But yeah, it's a nice feature. It tells you when to pull it off, so the carryover cooking doesn't get out of hand. So pretty clever on their part. Getting the grill ready. About to fire it up. See where we're at. Not quite yet. Give it a little bit and we'll put her on. All right, fire's getting hot. Here we go. Just getting this thing a sear. You know, I just want to crisp up the outside some. It's only been about a minute. That's decent. You can give this thing a couple of flips just so I can monitor how much searing's going on. It's happening pretty quick though. And part of that's because of the olive oil that we rubbed on there. And then, you know, you need a nice hot grill. I'm just going to slide it around a little bit. Try not to knock off too much seasoning, but slide it around and get to the hot spots on the grill and get a nice little char on the outside. But again, we're taking it to about 120 internal. The probe is not all the way in the center, so I should get a nice medium to medium rare in the middle and a little bit more medium around this area, and then of course medium well on the outside edges. And again, we want everyone to be able to have their preference in the cut. So it's looking pretty good right now. I'll see you on the table. So we pulled probe 1 and probe 2 is now reading just the brisket. All right, we are hitting that right at 203. Time to get her off. got it off. It's at 2:03. I'm gonna let it rest until dinner time, which is about 6 hours. So once it drops to about 170 or so, I'm gonna turn this warming tray on and cover it up and hold it there until dinner time. So I get this 20% battery warning at 6 p.m., which was 23 hours after I started cooking. So pretty good to go 23 hours on one charge. Well, guys, that's the first cook with the Gen 1 probes. And let me tell you, man, things turned out great. The brisket was super good, so tender. Man, shout out to Meat Church for your seasonings, to ChefsTemp for the awesome products, the S1, the Brizo fan, and the Gen 1 probes. All did a great job. And of course, Old Country for making a pretty badass smoker. So, yeah, things were great, man. I'm really excited about those Gen 1 probes, man. I went to the grocery store and, man, I had a signal the whole time, and apparently the S1 grabs it and sends it through the internet, and I pick it up through 5G on my phone. Never lost any kind of contact. So it's pretty awesome. So that's it for this time, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.